Brinjal Parmesan bake. Hi everyone, I am Ankita and welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. Today I am making dishes inspired by the Italians. Well, yeah, it's just an inspiration. I'm not saying that this is the authentic recipe, but well, cook along with me and I'm sure whatever we make today, it's going to suit your palate totally. So let's go ahead and look at the ingredients that we require to make a brinjal parmesan bake. 1 big brinjal, powdered parmesan cheese, blanched de-seeded tomatoes, roughly chopped, onions chopped, butter, basil, paprika, garlic chopped, sugar, salt, pepper, oil. First we are going to take these tomatoes and we are going to do a puree. So into the blender. Nice and quick. Nice. So here is the puree. Putting it back into the same bowl because we are going to make like a quick tomato sauce. Now again, you could have your variations of how to make the tomato sauce. This is mine and it's a quick one, but it gives you really good results. It's going to taste really delicious. So now moving on to the next step. Okay, so I've put a pan on heat. It's nice and hot. In goes some oil. Now once the oil is hot, we are going to add in some onions. In goes the onions. Now we'll just sweat the onions. We don't want to make them like brown or anything because this is not like an Indian recipe. This is an Italy inspired recipe. So since I haven't really been there, but I love the food and I kind of vicariously live in Italy through their food here in India. So this is kind of my dish inspired by them. And my mom really likes it because it's vegetarian. Now the onions have sweat to the point that I want. In goes the garlic. And loads of garlic. Again sauteed for a bit so that the rawness of the garlic goes, something that I'm sure so far you all know. So this looks nice and it smells really good, the smell of caramelization and the garlic and everything, just nice. Now in goes the tomato puree which we made earlier. Now if you want, you could even use the canned tomato puree. But the thing that I don't like about it is the fact that it's not fresh, and the best part about making your own puree is you know how fresh it is, how sour it is. In case if you don't like the sourness, you could add some sugar and balance it all out. So now into this I am going to be adding in some sugar. This is just to balance out the sourness of the tomatoes. Not too much, just a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Again like a mix. Some pepper. I like it really peppery. If you want, you could reduce it, but feel free. This is one sauce you could just go helter-skelter with. I mean, add whatever you think is good in it. Some salt. Give it a mix. Now, as you can see, the sauce that I am making is slightly chunky because I like it that way. In case if you don't like it that way, then you could also, make it like more into a runny consistency, keep the onions less chunky. You could even like make a puree out of it the way we made a puree out of the tomatoes. Feel free, go like crazy when you're making this sauce because ultimately it should like taste really good. That's the entire aim of any food that we make, taste. So I'm just going to let this simmer for around like 1 minute more. And till the time it gets simmered, I am going to go ahead and cut the brinjal. So I have taken a brinjal and as you can see that the tip is already removed. Now next we are going to make some slices. Now again, if you don't want slices to be circular, you could even cut it vertical and take out the slices, up to you. Because for me this recipe is more like a comfort food. Something that I would want to eat with my family on a Saturday or a Sunday, straight out of the baking dish after it's made. Now that the slices are done, I'm just going to put in a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, like not too much of salt, and make sure that the moment you put salt in it, you straight away set it on the grill, which I'm going to do. And I'm also adding some paprika, because I really like the smoked flavor, and it's also easily available these days. In case if you don't find paprika, you want to use perhaps red chili powder, even that can be done. Though the flavors are slightly different, not slightly, I think the flavors are pretty much different, but yeah, it'll work too. So our sauce is done here and the brinjals are marinating, and the sauce has come to a nice consistency. It tastes good, I can tell by the aromas. So I'm going to switch this off and move on to grilling. So the red sauce is done and it's cooling away. Here I have a grill pan on heat. Make sure that the grill pan is really hot, otherwise you don't get grill marks. But in case if you don't have a grill pan, not to worry. Like I said, comfort food. So use a regular pan, just put some butter on it and just sear the brinjal. It does the same thing. The taste does not change. It's just like, dressing up a bit, a little bit of accessories, like how I like to dress up whenever I'm cooking. Though some people may find it odd, but I love it. In goes some butter into the grill pan. And at the same time into the grill pan, I have also put in some oil so that the butter does not burn. Though I do want like a brownish tinge on the butter, but not burning it. Now I am going to place the brinjal slices, and we are going to cook them on each side till nice grill marks appear. So this seems pretty much done on one side. Let's check. Ooh, see, nice grill marks, and my camera crew tells me that the aromas are also absolutely wonderful. So as you can see, nice grill marks have appeared on one side, and we are going to do the same on the other side. See, the whole idea is not to cook it through and through, because it's going to go into the oven and bake again. So just enough so that it's like nicely seared, the nice grill marks, looks nice, and enough so that it's kind of cooked but not through and through. So we have all the components ready. We have the grilled brinjal here, we have the tomato sauce ready here, we have the lovely Parmesan cheese. So now we are going to put it all together and then bake it. Make sure that you preheat the oven at around 180 degrees Celsius, that should be it. Now putting it all together into this dish. So first a layer of aubergine or brinjal, grilled, nice and yummy. And it's okay if they don't fit in like really neatly and everything, because this is just comfort food, like I said. Some tomato sauce on top. And next, tons and tons of Parmesan cheese. Now if you are dieting, maybe not the recipe for you. But if you are into indulgence, this is it. So the Parmesan cheese now. Now another layer of brinjal, and so on and so forth till everything is finished. Now everything is done, I can't wait to have it. I'm going to just stir up some basil leaves and just add it on the top, a little bit of garnish. So in goes this Italian inspired dish into the oven, can't wait to have it. But bake it for around say 10 minutes or till the cheese is nice and molten and lovely fresh aroma of the basil is out. So into the oven. So here you go, the brinjal Parmesan bake is out of the oven, smelling incredible. I already have a few friends on the set right now who are just waiting to eat it, so am I. So you have got down all the ingredients and everything that you need to know, just bake it, comfort food at the best.